What if I told you that the physical world you can touch, smell, and see is actually just a user interface hiding a much deeper code underneath? For centuries, we believed that the universe was made of solid matter like atoms and rocks, but quantum physics is slowly revealing that reality is actually made of information. We are starting to suspect that mathematics is not just a language we use to describe the universe, but the actual source code that generates it. Before we attempt to read the mind of God, I have a small request regarding the visuals you are about to see. Please don't mind if the picture looks different from the narrative, as I generated it using AI to help visualize dimensions we cannot physically see. Today, we are going to look for the Rosetta Stone of reality to see if quantum mechanics is the hidden grammar that dictates our existence. Here are 10 mind-breaking facts about the hidden language of the universe, and I want you to tell me which one makes you question your sanity the most. Fact 1. The observer effect. The most famous discovery in quantum physics is the double-slit experiment, which proved that particles behave differently depending on whether they are being watched or not. When we are not looking, an electron behaves like a wave of pure potential, existing in many places at once, but the moment we observe it, it snaps into a single position like a solid particle. This suggests that the universe does not render the graphics of reality until a conscious observer is there to look at them. It implies that you are not just living in the universe. You are actively creating it just by opening your eyes. Fact 2. Quantum entanglement. Einstein called this spooky action at a distance because it violated everything he knew about how the world should work. If two particles become entangled, they become permanently linked, meaning that if you change the spin of one particle, the other one instantly reacts. Even if it is on the other side of the galaxy, this communication happens faster than the speed of light, suggesting that on a fundamental level, space and distance are just illusions. The hidden language of the universe seems to connect everything together as one single object, despite how far apart things appear to be. Fact 3. The Planck length. If you zoom in on a digital photo, you eventually hit pixels. And it turns out the universe also has a minimum resolution size called the Planck length. You cannot divide space infinitely. Eventually, you hit a limit where space itself becomes discrete and pixelated, just like a computer screen. This is one of the strongest arguments for simulation theory because a continuous reality should be smooth, but our reality appears to be built on a grid. We might literally be living inside a high-resolution video game. Fact 4. Quantum superposition. In the classical world, a door is either open or closed, but in the quantum world, the door can be open and closed at the exact same time. This principle, known as superposition, suggests that until a decision is made, all possible versions of reality exist simultaneously in a ghost-like state. This is the mathematical basis for the multiverse theory, which claims that every time you make a choice, the universe splits to accommodate the path you didn't take. The hidden language allows for infinite versions of you to exist right now. Fact 5. The holographic principle. Some physicists believe that the three-dimensional world we experience is actually a holographic projection coming from a two-dimensional surface at the edge of the universe. Just like a credit card hologram looks 3D but is actually flat. All the information that makes up you and me might be stored on a distant 2D horizon. This would mean that volume is an illusion and that we are basically shadows projected onto a wall. The real universe might be a flat sheet of data, and we are just the movie playing from it. Fact 6. Retrocausality. We experience time flowing from the past to the future, but the equations of quantum mechanics do not care about the direction of time. There are experiments, such as the quantum eraser, which seem to imply that choices made in the present can actually change the history of a particle in the past. This suggests that the timeline is not a straight arrow, but a complex web where the future can reach back and edit the script of the past. The language of the universe may be written in a loop rather than a line. Fact 7. Quantum tunneling. In our world, if you run into a wall, you bounce off. But in the quantum world, particles frequently borrow energy to pass straight through solid barriers. This is called quantum tunneling, and it is the only reason the sun shines, because hydrogen atoms tunnel through their repulsion barriers to fuse together. This means that solid objects are not actually solid. They are just energy fields that occasionally allow things to ghost right through them. The rules of physics are more like suggestions than actual laws. Fact 8. The measurement problem. Science is built on the idea that we can measure things objectively, but quantum mechanics tells us that it is impossible to measure a system without disturbing it. This is known as the uncertainty principle, which states that you can know where a particle is or how fast it is going, but never both at the same time with perfect accuracy. The universe seems to have a built-in privacy setting that prevents us from ever knowing the full picture. It is a code that encrypts itself the harder you try to hack it. Fact 9. Orchestrated objective reduction. For a long time, we thought quantum effects couldn't happen in the warm, wet environment of the human brain. But new theories suggest otherwise. A theory called ORCH proposes that our consciousness comes from quantum vibrations inside tiny structures in our brain cells called microtubules. If this is true, it means your brain is a quantum computer, and your consciousness might be tapping into the fundamental fabric of the universe itself. You are not just a biological machine. You are a quantum antenna. Fact 10. It from bit. The legendary physicist John Wheeler coined the phrase "it from bit" to describe the ultimate secret of the universe. This concept argues that every every atom, particle, and force field ultimately derives its existence from a bit of information, a simple yes or no answer. This means the fundamental building block of reality is not energy or matter, but information itself. The universe is not a place. It is a story being told in binary code. We have explored 10 phrases of the hidden language: the observer effect, entanglement, the Planck pixel, superposition, the holographic principle, retrocausality, tunneling, the measurement problem, quantum consciousness, and it from bit. I want you to pause and comment below. Which of these concepts makes you feel the most connected to the universe? While all of these are profound, the most important key to the code is number 10, it from bit. Realizing that the universe is made of information changes everything, because it means that reality is fundamentally mental, not physical. If the universe is made of information, then learning and understanding is not just a hobby. It is the process of building reality itself. If you want to keep decoding the secrets of existence, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. The universe might be a simulation, but your support makes a real difference, so please click the like button. I will see you in the next one. Keep observing.